Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, motherfuckers. Alrighty, so we're gonna talk about 10 things that I learned from riding a bicycle to Rome. That said, these are not things that I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm so fucking good at them. Actually, I kind of suck at them, and that's why I wrote them down. I wrote them down for myself while I was driving there to just remind myself of the things that I needed to get better at. I have 10 rules, 10 things I wrote down, but because I always jabber about, we're gonna cut it in several different parts. So today we're gonna do the first 3 rules. So we're gonna start with number 1. You gotta plan your route. You gotta plan your route. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, how else do you know where you're going if you don't plan your route? I don't plan shit. I don't ever plan anything. I just one of my biggest failures in life is just not planning anything. Like, I'm like a fish on dry land, you know, just going like, oh, I guess I'll go over there. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't really work. If you want to get somewhere, then it's really smart to be like, I want to get over there. To get over there, I'm gonna go through these steps. As I said, I drove my bike to Rome. I started off with my guitar on my back and no money. Yeah, I just didn't know what I was doing. I was just going south. Just all roads lead to Rome, they say. And I just went for it and saw where I ended up. And I noticed at some point I really wanted to get there, preferably as quickly as possible. So I started to set goals. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to this town tonight. And then usually, even though it was quite far, I would get there. So it helped me a lot to just realize that if I want to get somewhere, it's really smart to, first of all, see where I want to go and then how I'm going to get there. So plan your route. You got to plan your route. Remember that. And plan your shit. These things will not only benefit me while I was driving my bicycle to Rome, I'm planning to use these things in daily life. So I'm planning to plan more.
Just do it!
You gotta plan your route, man. Plan where you're gonna go. It's important. Plan your route. Rule number 2 is take a break when you need it. I'm kind of a ADHD guy. Some people know me. I have a lot of energy. Actually, sometimes I have boundless energy. I can just go on for days. But that's also simultaneously a problem. Well, because sometimes I just go too far. I go until I can't anymore. I go until I've almost reached the bottom of my pit of endless energy, you know? And when I reach it, I'm completely done. And then there's nowhere to go. Like, all energy is gone. And then it's just like, it's gone. You can't do anything. You're depleted. I started to see that I needed to just schedule in a break, plan my breaks. And by planning my breaks, or by at least seeing like, okay, I've been driving for 2.5 or 3 hours, I'm gonna take a break. Not when I was like really tired. I feel like, okay, I've driven for a while, I could use a break. Take it. Like, you can go on until the end and you're completely depleted, but then you have nowhere left to go. You want to take a break so that you can recoup, so that you can refresh your mind, just feel your body, just breathe, you know? And then you can continue on doing what you were doing. I feel like a lot of times, so me included, but most people don't take breaks when they need it. Like, bosses let people work until they're just completely done. And at that point, they're frustrated and angry, and they're not working very well. I'm pretty sure also that don't cite me on this, but I'm pretty sure that research also has shown that if you take a break, you then work better afterwards. So take a break when you need it. I think it's really important. Like, it doesn't have to be long, but you can just take a break, recoup, take a snack or whatever, but take a break, man. When you need it. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Don't be just sitting around doing nothing. When you've worked, you know that you're gonna have to keep on working longer. Take a break somewhere so that you have enough energy for the rest of the trip. All right, number 3. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. That's 6. Rule number 3. Trust your instincts, make a clear choice, and take full responsibility. I'm gonna tell a little anecdote of how I came to this. So I was in the Swiss Alps. I found myself at a junction, and basically they had a big fence saying that I couldn't continue on, that there would be a blockage. I think it was about 40 kilometers ahead in the middle of the mountain. So they had a redirection, and this would cost me about 3 hours, which is a long time, especially at this point. I had a knee that was full of excess joint liquid because I wasn't taking any breaks beforehand. Also, I didn't I didn't train before I started doing this. I'm very smart to not train. It's really smart. If you wanna go on your bicycle to Rome, don't train. It's for pussies. So yeah, I was at this junction and there was a big fence saying I really didn't want to take the redirection because I just wanted to get where I was going. I wanted to get where I planned to be that night. So I was like, this blockage, it can't be that like the whole tunnel in the mountain is just completely full of rocks. I just don't believe it's like that. Like they were also saying they were doing work on it, and the work had already, it actually said a date, so I knew that they had been busy for a while already. And my gut just told me, my body told me, like, just do it. Like you can get through there, you know. Like you're on a bicycle, you're not a car, you know. You don't have this ton of steel that you need to get over. All I had was a bicycle, a guitar, and a bag full of a tent, and with some other useless shit that I was carrying around. But we'll get to that later. So I was like, whatever this blockage is, okay, not whatever, but my assumption was of this blockage, I knew that I could probably just get over it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna trust my instinct. My gut is telling me I should just do this. I'm gonna do it, and if it doesn't work, if I have to turn around, and it really sucks, but it's my choice. Like I can take responsibility, you know, like I cannot be sad about it. I will just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. I drove 2 hours on my bicycle. Now I'm gonna have to go 2 hours back and then take a 3-hour redirection. So it's gonna cost me 7 hours. But yeah, you made a choice, man. It's just a choice you made. So now you're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to take responsibility. And like, because of this, I wasn't scared of it at all. I was just like, yeah, this is just the route I'm taking, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to work out. And it worked out. In the end, I did have to lift my bicycle over some railing that they were still working on, but I got there, and this time it worked. But if it wouldn't have worked, I'm pretty sure that I would have been all right as well, because I was just fine with my decision. My gut was telling me something. I decided to follow that, and that's just it, man. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe down there. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Also, if you don't like my rules, if you think they are shit, comment down below. Just comment here, just right here, like, you suck, your rules suck. I don't know how you ever got to Rome with a bicycle. Write it down there. Just write it down there. There. All right. See you in the next one.